Okay, continuing our interview with Kevin O'Neill and Storyteller Press, and this is the Lego Catechism. And we were just saying, you know, there's 200-something pages. You said 2 years to get this all, and I mean, each day you're setting up the Legos. Now, did you do this with your kids? Did the kids help decide, oh, let's do this, no, let's do this type of thing?
They did. We have 7 children. We're a homeschooling family, and so we have one son who's very inclined on the computers. We were putting the things on the pictures on the chip. He would transfer them to the computer. We had another son who's very specific about the Legos, and then all of the kids were collectively helping, and it was absolutely incredible the way God provided for this.
So for this must have been a fun thing for the kids to do, forgetting everything else.
It was fun. It was a lot of fun, and also it was a lot of work, but good work. And we all were on the same mission, and it was just part of life for 2 years.
Now, had you approached the publisher about this book first, or did you decide you were going to self-publish? Did you pitch the idea? How did that go?
You know, the way it worked, really, we could see God's hand in it. We came up with the idea and we just started working on it. We knew we were going to finish it. Halfway through the project, we met a gentleman at our church who put us in contact with our publisher, and here we are today.
And the publisher, when he saw that, no hesitation?
None. It was a very seamless process, which thanks be to God. And so, yeah, here we are today. And if I could explain just a few things.
Oh, sure, anything.
To show, we have all of the Catechism and Scripture verses on the inseam here. Again, we use a lot of typology, so if you look on this page and this page, we show sin comes into the world the same way that it leaves. So sin comes into the world, God walks with man, we see him in a garden, the Garden of Eden. We see a man and a woman, Adam and Eve, at a tree. They take the fruit from the tree, they eat it, sin and death enter in. Well, sin leaves the world the same way. Jesus, who is God, walks with man. We see him in a garden, the Garden of Gethsemane, a man and a woman, Jesus and Mary, at a tree. But this time, the fruit is put back on the tree, and that's scriptural. Blessed is the fruit of your womb. And we are supposed to eat from the fruit of that tree, which is the Eucharist, taken from the tree of life. And then through the sacraments, through the Eucharist, sin and death leave the world. And so just because something is profound does not mean it's difficult. And that's what we've done. We've just taken all the dots that have always been there, and we put them right next to each other so that children and parents alike can learn, and parents can impart the faith into their children easily.
I mean, this has got to be, I mean, if you want to get, especially a young child, or even with the young adults who are so into Lego everything these days, this is just astounding. This is just...
We show all of the sacraments here. We have a great section on Our Lady too. After we explain the Eucharist as the covenant, we show Our Lady as the Ark. And again, there's so much typology with all of the sacraments. We have all of the mysteries of the Rosary in here too, as well as an instructional on how to pray the Rosary if somebody isn't familiar with it. You know, Our Lady, here she is. You know, when the old Ark of the Covenant was taken out of the tent of worship, it was always covered with a blue veil. Our Lady, oftentimes when we see her, she is covered with a blue veil, showing herself, of course, as the Ark of the New Covenant. David leaping for joy, John the Baptist in Elizabeth's womb leaping for joy. David saying, who am I that the ark of my Lord should come to me? Elizabeth, who am I that the mother of my Lord should come to me? So again, all of these dots, and we're working backwards here, all of these dots just put right next to each other so that children and parents can understand the sacraments.
This is an astounding piece of work. This is the Building Blocks of Faith series, the Catechism of the Seven Sacraments. Kevin and Mary O'Neill, Storyteller Press. Where can we find this book?
Yeah, you can find it in many Catholic bookstores throughout. It is on Amazon as well now, but you can also buy it directly from storytel.org. That's Storytel with one L, so STORYTEL.org.
And because it says series, should we expect more?
We've started working on the next books, and I do mean books.
All right, well, Kevin O'Neill, an amazing accomplishment for you and your family. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.